Curious about the hidden scandals of Hollywood? Buckle up, because we're diving deep into the drama of Tinseltown's most notorious cheaters. From shocking affairs to headline-grabbing betrayals, these 35 stories will leave you speechless. You won't believe what really goes on behind the cameras. Elizabeth Taylor and Eddie Fisher. Elizabeth Taylor's affair with Eddie Fisher, which led to the end of his marriage to Debbie Reynolds, was one of the most scandalous events of the 1950s. Fisher, who had been close friends with Taylor and her then-husband Mike Todd, began an affair with Taylor after Todd's tragic death in a plane crash in 1958. Fisher divorced Reynolds in 1959 to marry Taylor, but their marriage was short-lived, ending in divorce in 1964 after Taylor began an affair with Richard Burton. The public backlash against Taylor was severe, but she managed to bounce back and continue her successful career. Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant shocked Hollywood in 1995 when he was arrested for lewd conduct with a prostitute, despite being in a high-profile relationship with actress Elizabeth Hurley. At the time, Grant was promoting his hit film 9 Months, and the scandal became a media sensation, threatening to derail both his personal life and career. However, Grant's public apology on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, where he candidly admitted to his mistake, helped him regain some public favor. Despite this, his relationship with Hurley eventually ended in 2000 after 13 years together. Years later, Grant raised eyebrows again with his controversial remarks on infidelity, praising the French and Italian approach to relationships, which often tolerate extramarital affairs to preserve marriages. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe's love life was as iconic as her career, with numerous rumors surrounding her alleged affairs with powerful men, including President John F. Kennedy and his brother Robert Kennedy. These rumored relationships added a layer of intrigue to Monroe's already captivating public image, fueling speculation that continues to this day. Beyond the Kennedys, Monroe had a string of high-profile relationships, including marriages to baseball legend Joe DiMaggio and playwright Arthur Miller, both of which ended in divorce. Monroe's mysterious death in 1962 at the age of 36 only deepened her fascination with her personal life. Ingrid Bergman. Hollywood icon. Ingrid Bergman was at the center of a massive scandal in the 1950s when she fell in love with director Roberto Rossellini while married to Peter Lindstrom. Her affair with Rossellini resulted in a pregnancy, causing a public uproar in the U.S. Outraged fans sent hate mail, and a senator even proposed a morality bill targeting celebrities like Bergman. She married Rossellini in 1950, and they had 3 children before divorcing in 1957. Katharine Hepburn and Spencer Tracy. Katharine Hepburn and Spencer Tracy had a 26-year affair that began in 1941 and continued until Tracy's death in 1967. Tracy, a devout Catholic, remained married to his wife Louise Tracy throughout the entire affair and never sought a divorce. Hepburn stood by Tracy during his struggles with alcoholism and health issues, though she remained publicly distant due to his marital status. When Tracy died, Hepburn did not attend his funeral out of respect for his family, and she only spoke about their relationship after Louise Tracy's death. Cary Grant. Cary Grant, a beloved Hollywood heartthrob, fell for Italian actress Sophia Loren while filming Houseboat in 1958. His wife, Betsy Drake, had written the original script and was supposed to co-star, but Grant had her replaced with Loren. The affair never became fully consummated, according to Loren, and she eventually married film producer Carlo Ponti. Grant's romance with Loren ended in heartbreak, and Drake never received credit for her original work. Eric Benet. Eric Benet's infidelity during his marriage to Halle Berry became public when he entered rehab for sex addiction in the early 2000s. However, Benet later denied being a sex addict, attributing his behavior to other personal struggles. Despite efforts to salvage their relationship, the couple's marriage ended in divorce in 2005, after 4 years together, ending what had once been considered one of Hollywood's most admired relationships. Humphrey Bogart. Humphrey Bogart was 44 and married when he met the young Lauren Bacall, just 19, on the set of To Have and Have Not in 1944. Their love blossomed despite a 25-year age gap, and Bogart's marriage to Mayo Method. Their director, Howard Hawks, reportedly tried to sabotage their relationship, but Bogart and Bacall's love was unstoppable. They remained together until Bogart's death in 1957, becoming one of Hollywood's most iconic couples. Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash's hit song, I Walk the Line, was a tribute to his commitment to his first wife, Vivian Cash, but temptation got the better of him. In the late 1950s, Cash met June Carter, and their chemistry was undeniable. Despite his marriage, Cash's relationship with June grew, leading to his divorce in 1966. After several failed proposals, Cash and Carter finally married in 1968. They remained together until their deaths in 2003. John F. Kennedy. Rumors of an affair between President John F. Kennedy and Marilyn Monroe have circulated for decades, fueled by her infamous performance of Happy Birthday, Mr. President in 1962. Although their relationship was never officially confirmed, many believe they had a brief encounter at a party in Palm Springs. Monroe's tragic death in 1962 at the age of 36 added to the intrigue surrounding her connection with the Kennedy brothers, including Robert F. Kennedy. Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe's affair with actress Nastassja Kinski was the catalyst for the end of his relationship with Melissa Gilbert. Gilbert discovered the affair after attempting to call Lowe at his hotel and learning from the operator that he had requested a wake-up call from Kinski's room. This revelation ended their relationship and solidified Lowe's reputation as a Hollywood heartthrob prone to infidelity. Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra was married to Nancy Barbato when he met actress Ava Gardner in 1943. Their affair began while Sinatra was still married, and in 1951, he divorced Nancy to marry Gardner. However, their marriage was tumultuous, with Sinatra's infidelity continuing to be an issue. The couple divorced in 1957, ending a passionate yet stormy relationship. Jesse James. Jesse James's multiple affairs came to light in 2010, shortly after his then-wife Sandra Bullock praised him during her Oscar acceptance speech. The revelations of infidelity with several women led to the swift collapse of their 5-year marriage. Following his divorce from Bullock, James became engaged to Kat Von D, but that relationship also ended in 2011 after it was revealed he had cheated on her with multiple women as well. Henry Fonda. Henry Fonda's affair with socialite Susan Blanchard led to the end of his 13-year marriage to Frances Brokaw. Brokaw, who struggled with mental illness, was devastated by Fonda's decision to leave her for Blanchard. Fonda married Blanchard soon after divorcing Brokaw, a move that deeply affected their family, including their 2 children, Jane and Peter Fonda. These stories highlight the complicated relationships behind the glamorous facades of Hollywood and royalty. While fame and fortune can offer many privileges, they often come with their own set of challenges, including the very public fallout from infidelity. Jude Law. Jude Law's highly publicized affair with his children's nanny in 2005 shook Hollywood and devastated his fiancée, actress Sienna Miller. At the time, Law was riding high on his career, but his image took a major hit when the affair came to light. Law publicly apologized to Miller, but their engagement came to an end. The scandal dominated tabloids and created widespread media coverage. Law's history of infidelity had already contributed to the breakdown of his previous marriage to actress Sadie Frost, with whom he shares 3 children. Despite the fallout, Law and Miller briefly rekindled their romance in 2009 before parting ways for good. Law went on to have 2 more children with model Samantha Burke and singer Catherine Harding. David Duchovny. David Duchovny's struggle with sex addiction mirrored his character on Californication, where he played a writer with similar issues. In 2008, Duchovny voluntarily checked into rehab for his addiction, making headlines as one of the first high-profile cases of sex addiction in Hollywood. At the time, he was married to actress Téa Leoni, with whom he had 2 children. Despite their efforts to reconcile after his rehab stint, Duchovny and Leoni separated in 2008, then briefly reunited, before officially divorcing in 2014. Duchovny's battles with his personal demons became a highly publicized story, reflecting the complexities of addiction and the toll it takes on relationships. Audrey Hepburn. Despite her image as the graceful, elegant star, Audrey Hepburn's private life was more complex. Hepburn had a series of extramarital affairs, most notably with actor William Holden, screenwriter Robert Anderson, and actor Ben Gazzara. Her affair with Holden in particular was a significant part of her life while filming Sabrina. Hepburn, who desperately wanted children, ended the affair after learning that Holden had undergone a vasectomy. Later in life, her relationships remained somewhat complicated, as her public persona, as the embodiment of innocence and elegance, contrasted with her personal relationships. Hepburn's marriages to Mel Ferrer and Andrea Dotti were also fraught with infidelities on both sides, contributing to the multifaceted narrative of her personal life. Kris Jenner. Kris Jenner admitted to an affair during her marriage to high-profile attorney Robert Kardashian. In her memoir, Jenner revealed that the affair, which occurred in the 1980s, was a youthful mistake that ultimately led to the end of her marriage. She described the affair as a time of confusion and irresponsibility, which Kardashian couldn't forgive, leading to their divorce in 1991. The couple had 4 children together: Kourtney, Kim, Khloe, and Rob, who later became stars of the reality series Keeping Up with the Kardashians. The divorce between Kris and Robert Kardashian was a turning point in her life, as she went on to marry Olympic athlete Caitlyn Jenner, then Bruce Jenner, with whom she had 2 more children, Kendall and Kylie. Smokey Robinson and Diana Ross. In 2023, Smokey Robinson revealed that he had an affair with fellow Motown legend Diana Ross while still married to Claudette Rogers. Robinson's affair with Ross lasted about a year, during which time they developed a strong bond, both personally and professionally. Robinson, who brought Ross to Motown, explained that while the affair was a significant part of his life, it eventually ended when Ross felt guilty about her connection to Rogers, who was a close friend. Robinson spoke candidly about how he learned that love can involve more than one person, a revelation that shaped his views on relationships. Despite the affair, Robinson's friendship with Ross continued, and he remains one of her closest confidants. Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford's marriage to screenwriter Melissa Mathison ended in 2004 after 21 years, with infidelity rumored to be a major factor in their separation. The couple, who shared 2 children, had already been living apart for some time when the divorce was finalized. Ford had reportedly been seeing younger women during their separation, which contributed to the breakdown of their marriage. The divorce was one of the most expensive in Hollywood at the time, with Matheson reportedly receiving a settlement of around $85 million. Ford later married actress Callista Flockhart in 2010, whom he had been dating since 2002. Joan Crawford. Joan Crawford's affair with Clark Gable was one of the final blows to her turbulent marriage with Douglas Fairbanks Jr. Crawford and Gable had an on-again, off-again affair that lasted nearly 3 decades, beginning in the 1930s when both were under contract with MGM. Their relationship was one of Hollywood's worst-kept secrets, and it contributed to the strain on Crawford's marriage to Fairbanks. Both Crawford and Fairbanks were involved in other extramarital relationships during their marriage, leading to their eventual divorce in 1933. Crawford and Gable's affair remained a significant part of their lives, though it never resulted in marriage. Gloria Graham. Gloria Graham's love life became the stuff of scandal when she married her stepson, Tony Ray, in the 1960s after divorcing his father, director Nicholas Ray. Graham's affair with Tony began while she was still married to Nicholas, and it reportedly played a major role in the breakdown of their marriage. The scandalous nature of the relationship damaged Graham's career, with Hollywood distancing itself from the actress. The couple married in 1960 and had 2 children, but the controversy surrounding their relationship overshadowed Graham's once bright career. She continued to act in smaller roles but never regained her former star status. Paul Newman and Joanne Woodward. Paul Newman's affair with Joanne Woodward began while he was still married to his first wife, Jackie Witt. The affair started during the filming of The Long, Hot Summer in 1957 and led to the end of Newman's marriage to Witta, with whom he had 3 children. Newman and Woodward married in 1958, and their relationship became one of Hollywood's most enduring, lasting 50 years until Newman's death in 2008. Despite the scandal surrounding their beginnings, Newman and Woodward remained devoted to each other, and their marriage was often held up as a model of longevity in the entertainment industry. Jane Mansfield. Jane Mansfield's affair with Las Vegas crooner Nelson Sardelli in the early 1960s was the final blow to her marriage to bodybuilder Mickey Hargitay. Mansfield and Hargitay were considered one of Hollywood's power couples, but her string of affairs, including rumored relationships with Robert and John F. Kennedy, caused irreparable damage to their marriage. The divorce between Mansfield and Hargitay was bitter, with both parties publicly airing their grievances. Despite the tumultuous end to their marriage, Mansfield and Hargitay remained connected through their children, including actress Mariska Hargitay. Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen's infidelities were widely publicized throughout his marriage to Denise Richards. The couple divorced in 2006, with Richards citing Sheen's extramarital affairs and erratic behavior as major reasons for the split. Sheen's marriage to Brooke Muller also ended in scandal after reports surfaced that he had been involved with multiple prostitutes. The constant media attention on Sheen's personal life, including his public struggles with substance abuse, made him a tabloid fixture. Despite his personal issues, Sheen maintained a successful acting career, but his relationships have been marred by controversy and instability. Clark Gable. Clark Gable's marriage to Maria Langham ended in 1939 after years of infidelity, most notably his affair with actress Carole Lombard. Gable and Lombard met while filming No Man of Her Own in 1932, but their romance didn't begin until several years later. Gable divorced Langham and married Lombard in 1939, just 13 days after his divorce was finalized. Their marriage became one of Hollywood's most beloved, though it was tragically cut short by Lombard's death in a plane crash in 1942. Gable was devastated by her death and never fully recovered from the loss. Rebecca Broussard and Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson's long-term relationship with Angelica Houston ended in 1990 when he revealed he was expecting a child with actress Rebecca Broussard. Broussard and Nicholson's relationship lasted for 4 years, during which they had 2 children together, Lorraine and Raymond. Despite the initial scandal, Nicholson and Broussard maintained a relatively amicable relationship after their split in 1994. Nicholson's infidelity was nothing new, as his relationship with Houston had also been marked by numerous affairs, but the revelation that he was having a child with Broussard was the final straw for Houston. Warren Beatty. Warren Beatty's infidelity was legendary, even by Hollywood standards. His affair with Carly Simon in the early 1970s ended when Simon discovered he had spent the night with another woman. Simon found out during a therapy session, when her therapist revealed that she wasn't the only patient to have been with Beatty that night. Despite the betrayal, Simon forgave Beatty, though their relationship didn't last. Beatty's reputation as a womanizer continued throughout the 1970s, with numerous high-profile relationships before he finally settled down with actress Annette Bening in 1992. Vivien Leigh and Laurence Olivier. Vivien Leigh and Laurence Olivier's affair began while both were married to other people. They met in 1936 while performing in a play together, and their chemistry was immediate. Olivier was married to actress Jill Esmond and Leigh to lawyer Lee Holman, but neither let their marriages stand in the way of their affair. The couple divorced their respective spouses and married in 1940, becoming one of Hollywood's most celebrated couples. However, their relationship was fraught with difficulties, including Leigh's struggles with bipolar disorder, which eventually led to their divorce in 1960. Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando was notorious for his romantic exploits, seducing countless women, including actress Rita Moreno. His marriages were riddled with affairs. On his wedding day to Anna Kashfi, another woman was found in his bed. Brando's search for love remained elusive, leaving a chaotic trail of heartbreak. Woody Allen and Soon-Yi Previn. Woody Allen's relationship with Soon-Yi Previn, the adopted daughter of his then-girlfriend Mia Farrow, shocked the world when it was revealed in 1992. The affair came to light after Farrow discovered nude photographs of Previn in Allen's apartment. The scandal was further fueled by the fact that Previn was 35 years younger than Allen. Despite the controversy, Allen and Previn married in 1997 and remain together to this day. The scandal, however, irrevocably damaged Allen's relationship with Farrow and her children, including his adopted son, Ronan Farrow.